Hi everybody, especially Aries. Aries, this reading is for you guys. You're the first of the zodiac and you're the first to have your year in advance readings taken care of, okay? So, if you're not Aries and you're watching this, you can go ahead and keep watching. That's totally fine. Or you can keep coming back or subscribe so that way you know for sure what's going on. But you can keep coming back and your zodiac sign will be added to the list of 2019 in advance, okay? So if you haven't worked with me before, if you don't get readings from me before, if you're new to the channel, this is the way I do readings for you guys, okay? Because I'm recording with one hand, it's extremely hard to shuffle this deck or any deck with one hand. So I've already shuffled it. And while I shuffled, my question was for Aries, because this is for you guys. What can you guys have in store for 2019? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, or cut the deck, because I cut the deck in front of you guys, so that way you know it's not like set up. I cut it in front of you, right here is where we're going to go ahead and cut. Okay, so that way if you're getting your own personal reading, this is kind of what will happen. This is the way I do it for you guys, okay? So the deck is ready to tell all of your Rams what is up, what's in store for you for 2019. Now, this is a generalized reading, okay? It's for all Rams, all Aries, everywhere within the earth, right? On earth, and possibly even out in outer space. I mean, like astronauts. So if something isn't matching your plans, if something isn't matching what you feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing this year, it's very possible that it's not matching because you need a more specified reading, okay? If you want to do that, if you want me to read a 2019 in advance for you particularly, you can find me on the website. It's bluerainorchid.com. Go into the shop section and there should be readings there, okay? If not, then you're cool with this reading. So what I'm going to do is, because it's a year in advance, I'm going to pull out 12 cards and I'm going to set them up 4 cards, 4 cards, 4 cards. So we're going to like kind of break 2019 into trimesters, right? Okay. So here we have January 2019, February, and I'm just pulling from the top, March, April, May, June, July, August. We're going to have to push these guys up a little bit. We're running out of room. September, October 2019, November, and December. Okay, so Aries, these cards are the generalized reading of what's in store for you this year. Okay, so how I read this is I kind of read it like a story for you guys. We have, each card is a month. So it's kind of a story of what's going to happen throughout the month. For some of you, it might be really detailed. For some of you, it might be kind of generalized or vague. Again, it's a general reading. So if it doesn't necessarily fit for you, then it's because it's not specified for you. It's for everybody that is your sign, okay? All right, let's go ahead and start. So we have January here. And for January, we have lightning and power. Okay, so the new year, the first month of the year. What is up for the first month of the year for you, Aries? You guys, and I'm using guys as guys and gals, okay? You guys are strong and powerful. You guys like to be first. You like to show everybody what you know, how strong you are, and how powerful you are, right? So take a look at this picture. We've got this huge storm. It might be a hurricane. It could just be a thunder and lightning storm. We've got it near water. So the fact that we've got water here to January 2019 is kind of emotional for you guys. It's been emotional so far, hasn't it? And we're only on the 3rd. So it's going to be emotional. But that emotion, if you know how to harness it, and some of you Aries know how to harness your emotions like experts, okay? If you know how to harness your emotions, you can use this power, this strength to create all of your goals. Now, if you've gone to the website, you might have paused this, or if you know me, I don't use resolutions. I hate the word resolutions. It's got a negative impact for me. I use goals. Okay. So if that's the case with you, you can't ever meet your resolutions. You start out strong and then you kind of taper off. By March, you might not be doing anything with your resolutions anymore. You might want to change it to the thought of goals. Okay. Why are your resolutions not this strong for you? I'm sure there's emotional aspects to it. Okay. So this card is telling me that in your new year, in January, you're going to be pretty emotional. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of willpower. There's a lot of strength in getting what you want. But if you can't harness it properly, you're going to blow out of steam. You're going to be a really, really powerful storm that goes for a couple of minutes and then it's just completely dead. I want you to be aware. You need to be grounded, okay? This month, it's really important for you to stay centered and grounded. It's really important for you not to get your head full of hot air, not to get all lofty goals, not to be lofty in all of your plans, to stay grounded. And what I mean by this is don't say something along the lines of, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Right? You can say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds every 2 months. I'm going to lose 20 pounds every 3 months, something along this line, right? Make sure your goals are smaller goals. You're grounded in your goals. So that way it's easier for you to reach them, because I don't want you guys puttering out. All right. Now, because I know Aries, there are going to be some of you guys that you're going to harness your emotions, you're going to stay grounded, and you're going to bust through all of your goals before the end of the year. And that's totally fine, okay? If the New Year's resolution thing, the new goals, isn't what's going on with you, I want you to stay really, really focused on your emotions, okay? Because you're going to start losing your cool. You're going to be exploding constantly. You're going to be blowing up in anger and all of that sort of stuff. And I know some Aries, and their anger is something that most people don't want to deal with. Take a look at these trees. They're like being blown away. Yeah, you don't want to do that to the people you love. Okay? February. Okay, so February. We have wind and activation are our keywords. Take a look at the wind. It's activating. Our breath activates so much. But what is it activating? At the moment, we don't really know for sure. To me, it's looking so much like a dolphin. Can you see that? It's like, here's the dolphin's head, here's part of the mouth, here's the bottom jaw, here's the dolphin eye. It's looking like dolphins. And what are dolphins? They're playful, right? Extremely intelligent, but playful. What do you need to be activating? I'm going to say you guys need to kind of calm down from that power struggle you had in January. All of the emotions that went wild in January, it's time for you to calm down, and it's time for you to be playful again. I know a lot of you Aries, it's really difficult for you to be playful. You are all about the goals and getting those goals much faster than anybody expects you to be reaching them. You're all about business. You're all about your willpower, and it's like push, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. But what is that doing? You're running out of breath, right? You're running out of steam. And I'm sure that probably from like 2018, a lot of you were thinking, you know what? I am kind of out of steam. I am kind of exhausted. What do you need to do then? You need to relax, activate your playful side. Allow yourself a breath of fresh air. Allow yourself to blow off a little bit of steam, not violent steam, but to sit back and just sigh, right? Sit back and just relax for a little bit. Instead of having to be go, 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 why don't we chill out and play with the kids? Why don't we chill out and binge on Netflix for a little bit? Okay? So February, activate your playful side. Activate your relaxed side. March. Okay. In March, things are going to be erupting. All right? Now, it's your choice. What is it going to erupt? Are you going to be busting through your goals? Or are you going to be busting through anger? Or are you going to be exploding at people? Okay? I am hoping that this is going to be your goals. You're reaching all of your goals. This is your passion, right? Aries, your passion is to bust through your goals. You're reaching them. You're checking them off. You're getting everything done. You're go, go, go. Now, please, 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 please remember February and keep relaxing, okay? Bust through your goals. Sit back and relax. Good job. You've accomplished it. Chill out, relax. Don't keep going. I don't want to see you guys blowing out steam, running out of steam, not getting sick, not taking care of yourselves, all of that kind of stuff, okay? April, we've got shape-shifting. Okay, so most likely in April, most of your goals are going to be accomplished. Just because I know you guys, okay? Most of your goals are going to be accomplished. So what are you going to do? Now, there's an aspect to Aries that once they've accomplished their goals, they become very egotistical. And they become very, look at me, I got it done. You're still struggling kind of a situation, right? I want you guys to keep your calm. I want you to see, look, we've got some clouds here that are storm clouds. And if we come following the picture, we've got it cooled down, right? And it's no longer a storm cloud. We have still calm waters. There's no storm brewing. Everybody's calm and happy and relaxed. Awesome job, guys, that you've gotten your goals accomplished. Sit back, relax, create some new goals. Or if you did what I said and you broke your big goals into smaller goals, enjoy the fact that you've got them done and start planning out your new set of goals, okay? So the beginning of the year so far looks like it is a lot of action. Move, 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 go, go, go. But you need to remember to sit back and relax, okay? You need to remember not to get cocky about accomplishing what you've accomplished and making everybody around you feel like crap, okay? Keep your cool. Stay relaxed. I want you to take a look at this too. Here we have air and lightning. We've got air and fire. Here we've got air. Here we have fire, right? Here we have air again. Air is associated with your words, with your thoughts. Be very careful with your words and your thoughts, Aries. Okay? All right. May. Okay, you've got massive blessings coming to you in May. Manifestations are going to start happening. I've told you that you've reached your goals. All of what your goals were to bring to you are going to start showing up in May. So if your idea was losing weight, you've probably lost a lot of weight. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be healthier. You might be able to stop taking a couple of medications. If your goals were building a business in May, that business is going to start paying you, right? You're going to be able to start relaxing on this aspect of it. Remember to count your blessings. Remember to be grateful for your blessings. Remember to be happy with what is happening right now. Don't go, yeah, this is great. Now run to the next step. Enjoy it, okay? So stop and smell the roses. Stop and look at the rainbow. Stop and be grateful to the universe, the gods, the angels, whatever it is that you believe in, for blessing you so much and for letting your hard work be pretty much easy for you guys, okay? All right. Also, make sure you take some attention, like, to your moms, okay? Aries, you guys are all usually about me. Make sure your mom has some blessings from you too, okay? So June, ancient healing wisdom is our keyword. It's time for you guys to turn into yourself. All right? It's time for you to stop running, stop moving, stop thinking, and constantly, like, wording everything out and, like, chatter mind. I've got, like, 3 or 4 different spirits yelling at me, say this, say this, say this. So we need to have them shut up for a few minutes so I can keep reading. Okay. So you guys, all year so far, 2019, up until June, You've been go, go, go. I've been pushing the idea of relaxing. I've been pushing the idea of being very careful with what you're saying. You've begun to see your blessings coming, right? You've begun to see your goals being accomplished. Now, in June, for Aries, you guys are going to stop, okay? And I know it's impossible for you to stop, so that's not really what I mean, stop. I want you to slow down. And I want you to think about what it is that you truly want and what you truly need. Why are you pushing so hard? What is causing you to move this way? What is causing you to do what's causing these goals, right? In June, Aries, you guys are going to have some time where you need to really, really, really seriously consider your health, okay? You need to consider what all of this go, 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 go is doing to you. Now, I know most Aries, you guys are strong, physically healthy, but all of the exertion that you put on your bodies, that will catch up with you at one point in time or another. So Aries, especially in June, please go see the doctor, okay? Please go see a doctor. Make sure your body is working the way it is. Make sure your blood's working the way it's supposed to do. All of that sort of stuff. Get a normal checkup. And then if you believe in it, if you feel comfortable with it, see a metaphysical healer, a spiritual healer, just to make sure your aura is okay. Make sure your chakras are okay. Make sure you're spiritually balanced. All right? Because the spiritual side, the mental side, the emotional side will start to react with the physical side if it's ignored for so long. And Aries, you guys are really, how I said, you're go, 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 me, that you don't look at all aspects of yourself, and I really don't want you guys getting sick, okay? July. Look at how beautiful this card is. Okay, so there's been February, let's take a look over here. In February, in April, in May, and in June, I've asked you to step back a little bit, slow down a little bit. Stop and enjoy the roses, right? This one is saying it too. You guys, it's going to be summertime. You're going to be go, 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 because you're all about the outdoors, right? And somebody's spirit just yelled at me, I am not about the outdoors. I hate it. Okay, well, maybe you aren't, but the rest of you are. While you're outdoors, stop and appreciate the blessings that we have in the beauty of the sky. Stop and appreciate the blessings that we have in the beauty of the clouds, in the grass, in the trees, in lightning, in childhood innocence. When is the last time you went to go have fun with your kids? I'm hoping it was just the day before. When is the last time you stopped and actually watched what your kids were doing? Have you seen how amazing children find roly-poly bugs? How amazing they find roses? How amazing they find grass, the water, all of this sort of things? Have you done that? I want you to really pay attention to the world around you right now. In July, I want you to really pay attention to the people around you. I want you to connect, okay? The cards want you to connect. The spirits want you to connect. It's very easy for Aries to disconnect because you're all about reaching your goals. You're all about your workouts. You're all about your job. You're all about being first in everything. Let's be first, Aries, in connecting with everything around us. Here we have August. Okay, we've got another really connected to Earth kind of card, right? And it says effortless. It is usually extremely easy for you to get your goals reached, to do what you want to do, to be first. This is usually what you want, to be first at everything, right? The best and first at everything. Now, most people will say this is a negative trait of Aries. I think it's a positive trait. If you can do it without making everybody around you feel bad, then it's a positive trait, okay? So, we have the second trimester of the year, right? It's asking you to pay attention to your blessings. They're coming, right? It's asking you to pay attention to your inner self, to your own intuition, to your own wisdom, and to your health. It's asking you to connect to nature, to everything, to see things as a child again. Okay? Then we have this beautiful card that tells you that all of this stuff is effortless to you as soon as you put your mind to it that this is what you want to do. Okay? So most of you Aries it's really hard for you to meditate. You say you want to meditate, boom, you're meditating. It might take 1 or 2 days, but if you say you want to do it, you're going to be doing it. You want to take care of the planet, boom, you're recycling. It's easy for you guys to be doing this. It's effortless. So in August, I want you to remember that you need to be connecting to everything around you, not just your goals, connecting to your family members. We can consider him maybe an ancestor. Or have you talked to your grandparents? Do you have grandparents? Have you talked to your spouse's grandparents? How about the old guy down the road? Have you talked to him? Are you seeing things as a child? Are you awed by the glow of light? Are you awed by storms? Are you awed by rainbows? All of this will be effortless to you if you want it to be. Okay, so also in August, stop and look at your goals again. The goals that you made over here in January this month, right? Are they still the goals that you have or need to work on in July? Or have these past 3 months caused you to stop and look at things in a different way? Okay? It will be effortless to you, but you do have to take the time to do it. September. We're almost at the end of the year. Creation is the key word. Now, this card, it's a beautiful card from far away. So much colors, and it's like emotional, floaty, and happy. But once we get up close, it's kind of like, what on earth was he smoking? It's a dream. Dreams do not make sense. But you can easily create your dreams. Now I want you to take a look at this, because this, for creating your dreams, has a lot of the aspects that we have for that second trimester of the month, right? It even has a lot of the colors pulled into it. We've got animals, nature here, right? We have a bunch of people right here. We might even have a little bit of the idea of maybe not. I was going to say this might look kind of ape-like but from far away, but maybe it isn't. Anyways, we've got ancestors. Do you see this? We have the first humans. We have our human line, if you would. We've got the earth going right here. We've got the colors of the elements. So more earth, more nature. And this is all coming out of his head from here at the top, or coming out of his breath, life-giving breath, right? You can create what you want. Aries, it's so easy for you to create what you want. It's like ridiculous how easy and quickly you can do this. What is what you want? So I asked you in July to look over your goals again, to look over your desires, right? I've asked you to make sure you're connecting to everything. September, it's time to start creating all of this new stuff, okay? I can't tell you what it is, because some of you, it might not be exactly the same for some of you, but it's time to start creating. October. In October, we have reflection. October is about the time when the earth starts to go into sleep mode, right? Fall is happening, or it might have already been almost done, depending on where you're living at. There's snow possibly, or it's on its way. Trees have lost their leaves, or they're about to completely lose their leaves. They're mostly red and golds and such, unless you live in Arizona, the desert, and you don't have coloring trees. Anyways, it's time for you to stop and reflect again. You're almost at the end of the year. How was your year? Was there something that was missing? Was there something that you blew through it so fast you didn't even have the chance to really understand it? Did you have a goal that you reached so quickly that it's kind of like, yeah, well, it happened? right? This card has a lot of blue. We've got snow, we've got water, we have ice. It's letting us know that there are a lot of aspects that you'll be facing that seem very cold, very distant, and possibly even dead. A lot of this is going to be emotional. Now, I don't know how much of you know about shadow work. Shadow work is usually you start looking at your own traumas, why you do things, and you start trying to understand them. October is a wonderful time to start doing shadow work. So, all of the stuff that you were gathering and trying to understand throughout the second trimester of the year, right? It's a really good time right now, especially if you were keeping a journal, and I really recommend you keeping a journal. It's a good time to start looking at that. What did the doctor tell you? Were you happy with their answers, with the workups? Did you see a holistic doctor? Did you see a metaphysical practitioner? What did they tell you? Are you happy with those results? What was it like counting your blessings and being grateful for them? Did something upset you? Were you not as grateful as maybe you should have been with something? How was it trying to portray the innocence of a child? How was it trying to see the world through the child's eyes? Was there something that was just with you, right? You might have traumas from childhood. What were those traumas? Are you willing to look at them right now? Are you willing to try to understand the other person's point of view? One of these things is a lot of people will say, well, my parents abused me when I was a child. And that's not acceptable. So please do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that is acceptable. It is extremely not acceptable. But were your parents abused as a child also? Is this a cycle that's been going on for so many generations that nobody knows how to stop it? I'm not saying forgive your parents because they abused you, but understand where your parents are coming from because they were also abused. And if you have children, seriously look at how you're treating your children. Are you neglecting your children so that way they're not being abused? Are you letting your children get away with anything that they possibly want so that way they're not getting abused? A lot of the traumas that we have growing up come from our parents that suffered the same trauma, who either don't know how to fix it and they repeat it, or they are so determined not to repeat it that they cause a new trauma. Okay? So you might have something along the line, sorry about that, of when I asked you in July to stop and smell the roses, you absolutely hate roses. Why do you hate roses? Because your dad would bring your mother roses every time he beat her. Now, does that mean you should hate the flower because of that sort of a trauma? It's very possible you can. I'm not telling you you can't, but you need to understand why that's happening. So now, if your husband brings you roses and it freaks you out and you don't understand why, now you understand why. This is what this card is asking you to do. Something along that line, okay? I do not offer shadow coaching at the moment, but it is something I will be doing later. So if you're watching this and you get into October and it's something you need to do, remember to check with me, okay? Because I might be offering it then. This is November, the ancestors, generations. I love that this card is in November. Why? Because most of us will start Thanksgiving dinners and the holiday season where we come together and celebrate with our ancestors, with our parents, our aunts, our uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, all of that sort of stuff, right? This would be a wonderful time for the older generations in your home to share stories. This would be a wonderful time for those people to share stories with your children. And I know you're going, oh my God, please, not that I had to trek up 3 miles of mountain in the snow that came up to my head. No, not those stories. How many of you know your great-great-grandmas? How many of you know where your family came from? How many of you know the story of your grandparents' love, like first dating years? How did they fall in love? Some parents, some grandparents, some great-grandparents were in arranged marriages. Was this your grandparents or were they able to marry for love? Okay? Lots of things to consider that you might not know right now. And maybe right now you don't even care. But when you're older, it might be something that you would really love. When you're older, it might be a fun story to tell your great-grandchildren or your grandchildren. So right now that you have your ancestors, when you have these older generations with you, take advantage of it and ask them to share stories with you. Most of them would be more than happy to do it. I would even go so far as saying record it. Okay? The reason being is it's easy for you to forget, and as they age, it will probably be easier for them to forget, but if you have it recorded, you'll have it forever. Okay? Okay. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy speaking with your ancestors. All right. December, the end of the year. Can you believe we're already at the end of 2019? Radiance. Okay. So, Aries. I'm not sure about you particularly, but I know a lot of Aries that become slightly depressed, seasonal depression during the winter months, especially December. It becomes all about providing Christmas and the experiences that they want. And because a lot of these experiences aren't just about you, Aries, it's about whatever your spouse is doing, whatever your parents or in-laws are doing, whatever the children are doing. It becomes very stressful for you guys to cope and to deal with because you're used to being the leaders, right? And now you're kind of stuck working with everybody else. I want you, and this card wants you, to remember that if you keep your cool, if you can stay happy with this kind of time frame, if you're able to work with everybody and compromise with everybody, you are still the sun of the universe, okay? You are still the center of the party. Why? Because you guys have the energy to make or break it. Look at how beautiful this sun is. Look at how fiery and warm it is. And I want you to look at his face for a minute, because he doesn't look that happy, does he? He kind of looks kind of, I was forced into this. I really don't want to do it this way. But can you imagine when he's there and he's okay with it, or she's there and she's okay with it, how much warmth Aries gives off? How much happiness Aries gives off? There's a reason, you guys. There's a reason you're the first of the zodiac. It's because most people want to be by you. Most people, you motivate people. You encourage them when you want to. You guys can like light up a room. And I know everybody says like Leo is the head of the zodiac. Well, you know what? Aries gives Leo a real big run for his money. Okay? So, in December, when you're kind of frustrated, when you're upset, when you feel like you're being forced into things, when you can't go out into the wilderness and run and hike because it's too cold, when you're feeling like you're forced into things that you really don't want to do, remember that you have the energy, and your energy spreads to everybody around you. So if you're getting cranky and depressed, everybody around you is going to be cranky and depressed. But if you let yourself be happy and shine, everybody around you is going to have the time of their life. Because you are radiance, because you are the sun. All right? Okay. So, your reading for 2019, you might be going, oh, Maria, really? This is what you gave me to look forward to? But honestly, guys, this is a really good reading. I'm telling you, chill out. Take it slow, relax. Because everybody needs to be telling this to Aries. You guys need to hear it like daily. All right? I'm telling you, you're going to be making all of your resolutions and goals happen. You guys totally rock this aspect. You guys are first. And you know you're first. So don't even worry about that. A lot of you are kind of upset. Sorry about that again. A lot of you are kind of upset about this, like really looking into yourself, making sure you're strong, making sure you're healthy, making sure there's no hidden health concerns, checking with a spiritual healer, a holistic healer, a metaphysical healer, whatever it is that you want to do, making sure that your mind, body, soul are all working at the same place, at the same speed, and everything is cool. just to make sure that you're not getting sick, because I'm really concerned about that with this card here. Okay? Remember that life isn't just checking off goals on your to-do list. Life isn't just about that, okay? Life isn't being the person that gets everything done. Life is also enjoying your time with your friends and your family, and enjoying your blessings, and looking into things, and really, 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 I want you to really spend some time with ancestors, okay? It's really important for you guys. Remember, you guys, and this card is really for like the whole entire year. Aries, you have the option to make everybody absolutely insane happy or absolutely insane crazy. Don't get cocky with that power, okay? Don't be mean to people, because it's really easy for you to be mean to people, and it's really easy for people to think you're being mean. Make sure you're being warm. Make sure you're being happy and sunny, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for letting me read for you your 2019. You guys are going to have an awesome year. I'm so excited for you. There are a few concerns, how I said, but I know you guys, you're going to take care of it. No concerns, right? Okay. If you loved this reading, I hope you did, please hit the like button. Go up and subscribe. Okay, so that way you know anytime there's a new reading up. Subscribe. If you want your very own reading, particularly to you for 2019, go to the website. Get your reading. Okay? If you love the way I read, and you're really not too concerned about 2019. 2019 is going to do its thing. Who cares, right? But you have a question that you need answers to. You want to know something particular about something else. Message me. Talk to me. We can set up a reading for that, because I don't just do 2019 or year in advance readings. I do all kinds of readings, all right? They might not be on the website, because I'm only one person trying to juggle everything, and I know you guys could have done it, but I can't. Message me. There's a Facebook link down there. There's the Instagram link down there. There's, I'll add the email link. Message me, email me, tell me what you want. I'll set it up. All right? Okay. Thank you so much for spending so much time with me today. I really appreciate it. 2019 is going to rock, Aries. Bye.